Bonjour. Hello, hello, hello.
Did it work? Did you push the right button?
I think so.
That's the question we want to know.
Not so techless anymore. If you're alive and well, let us know in the comments. Say hello, say good evening, say I love ciao. I don't know, say what you want. Oh, we can see ourselves on the screen. So we can see ourselves, we just can't hear ourselves, which is good. But yeah, let us know down in the comments.
Well, I don't want to hear me.
Hello. I did clock a comment a second ago saying 2025 prediction or resolution will be on time.
We are on time.
Yeah. Just about on time. But yeah, no, we hope you're well. We haven't done one of these in what feels like forever, actually.
We've done one in like a year.
Yeah. Oh, God, I hate you. Insufferable. Yeah, we are a little bit late. There was snow last week and it could have killed me. So I said, no, I'm going home.
Couldn't.
Going home to my wife, so at least she knows she has
My
a husband.
wife.
My wife! So at least she knows she has a husband alive and well. So yeah, I went home instead. But we did record some videos. We've actually got content until end of Feb.
Content for days.
Content for days,
Hate
son.
that.
Yeah, that was a lot. I mean, I'd never probably done the gang sign thing that you did, but
Bruh!
oh,
Do you remember that when that was a thing?
yeah. I see. The only way I remember it is because it's in Sheila, that song by Jamie T. Good heavens, you boys, blue-blooded murder of the English tongue. Yeah, great crack. But yeah, hello to all. Hope you're well. This has been quite a bumper start to the year. Since the last time we joined a live stream, we've seen Fulgrim.
Yes,
we've seen the silhouette of Lucius. It's gonna be Lucius. Luscious Lucius. And then we've got
Whippy stick man.
yeah, whip it good. And then yeah, we'll see all of that on Friday, which is really exciting. I did see that the reveals are at 4:30 or 5:30 a.m. our time.
Something like that. We ain't getting that.
No, I will be asleep, but I will then awake at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll all be there.
We aren't doing what the cool kids do, which is a watch along.
I would rather die. Yeah, sorry, that's a hard pass. Ain't that baity just yet.
Not that cool yet.
I mean, we've got 63 people in the thing, so we love you guys, but generally speaking, probably won't do a watch along because it's just a bit weird.
Dope Balrog shirt. Thank you very much. This is
There it
Hard
is.
Times. Hard Times clothing. Can you actually see that?
Probably.
Love a good back print.
Yeah, there it is. The Balrog. The Balrog indeed.
I'm over Hard Times clothing now, though.
You're over them. Yeah. Oh, you're on the Lamore hype train.
Lamore, my word.
Yeah, the Lamore hype
Living
train.
all the like they have all of the t-shirts my mum wouldn't buy me as a child.
Yeah, there it is.
Just want all of them.
The edgelord continues. We did actually record a very, very fun video tonight that took a long time, but
No, it
was probably the biggest attack on your mental state I think we've ever done.
You're one sadistic son of a bitch.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much, but there came a point where it was like, is this a problem for you?
Just for full disclosure, we went through my entire backlog.
We did. Have a little prediction down below in the comments how many models you think Kieran has in his backlog. We won't give you the answer because that'll
And how
be
many of them are
spoilies.
Space Marines?
Yeah, how many Space Marines and how many are in his backlog? Because I can guarantee, yeah, it's gonna land.
So sad that was.
Yeah,
I really wanted to be right
yeah, and you were.
and not be as bad as I am.
Nope, you are.
I guarantee there are people in this stream with worse backlogs than me.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well, Ventress was doing it right. He gave it to you, and then yours is now just yours is just worse. So there it is.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was very, very fun. We've got lots of backlog for videos as well as.
And I
videos.
came up with some secret science.
Oh, of course.
Secret. With the gang signs again.
What was that?
Secret.
What, as in like?
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Try it one more time.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's probably just.
Gluten 09, how dare.
Oh.
Gluten 09. I'd like to do a video on your backlog.
Oh yeah.
Let us in the loft. Let's do it.
That's a weird thing to say online. Let us in your
Put
life.
us in your loft.
Yeah, it's been a very, very busy afternoon recording and whatnot.
Hashtag sponsored, I wish.
Who's hashtag sponsored?
Us by Lamore or Hard Times Clothing.
Oh, absolutely
That's
not.
into the AM.
Yeah, we did that once. No, twice, wasn't it?
Yeah, twice.
Twice, 3 times a lady. But yeah, no, it's been a day.
Been any predictions for my backlog number?
Yeah, has there been any predictions so far for your backlog number? Oh, well.
It's probably a good thing.
No?
You're probably all wrong anyway.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'm going to open the garage door because it is moist in here.
Oh, by moist, he means hot, not moist.
Not in a good way. Ah! There we go.
This is aggressively jolting the camera.
I'm going to aggressively jolt the light as well.
Oh, I see. Well, I think that's fine. But yeah, predictions for Friday, everybody. Please in the comments. Please and thank you.
It's Thursday.
Or off.
Their time.
Who's
Friday.
there?
America.
Vegas. Vegas. Yeah, no, it's Thursday night America.
How convinced are you that the weird looking robot thing is an IKEA pattern automata?
No, not anymore. I think it was a mistake on G-Dubs' part. I think they forgot to put heresy in the game systems.
I mean, they forgot to add Deep Strike to Scions.
Yeah, it's not going well. A lot of smooth brain individuals.
Day one errata for that codex is already out of date.
So painful. It's like the books aren't even worth the paper they're printed on anymore.
But they've got cool pictures in them.
They do. Who picked up a Krieg set at the weekend as well?
Who didn't?
That was
only boring people didn't. Yeah. Who else bought a Krieg set?
Yeah. Please let us know because it's going to be very, very Krieg heavy in our Discord over the next month.
Or we'll be with what's his name, PV. Hobbying, buying 3 of the sets.
3 sets.
Oh, that reminds me. I was going to see if I could pick up the guns on their own.
The guns?
Yeah, the big guns. Nope, not yet.
Big guns.
No one's got them listed.
You probably get them on eBay.
Yeah, I've got to pay eBay prices for them.
Oh.
I was going to get them from Magefire because I got the Blood Angels bits from them before.
So what's your plan?
Just to pick up another 2 of the.
Oh, so you want 3 big siege batteries?
Yeah. 1 of each.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
They're cool!
Well, I didn't say that they weren't. Hold on there, cowboy.
I was ready for you to... After the afternoon we've had going through my backlog, I was waiting for you to attack me.
Since going through your backlog, model by model, there is nothing I can say that is worth it anymore.
I've been telling that for years.
Yeah.
Nothing you say is worth anything.
I saw it. And I went, no, I've got nothing to say.
They still haven't mentioned Heresy in the preview, have they? No. I'm pretty sure it's in there, though.
Yeah, I mean, that AdMech looking suit looked very AdMech-y. What was it called again? Like an automaton or something?
It's just the resin. I think it's the alternate resin one or something.
Yeah, it's like the alternate one. It's just a different weapon option for it. Well, at least it looks like
it. Sorry? Window Watcher said, was sorting out my backlog and I realised I had an entire playable Dark Angels army from kits I'd collected while building up my Templars army. Just inadvertently got 2 armies.
How on earth does that happen?
They absolutely intended to drop DD from Scions, but the person watching on the new data sheet was not in the loop. Maybe.
Oh, well. Oh, well, so they do have Deep Strike, or they don't anymore?
They do now. They don't in the book.
Right.
So the book they're printed on, they don't have the Deep Strike rule.
I mean, it's dumb that they wouldn't. They've got jump packs.
And they've had Deep Strike before, I believe. And their whole fluff, they're like shock troopery kind of things that fly over.
There is absolutely no reason why they wouldn't have had Deep Strike.
I did come up with a really cool kit bash idea. I mean, I know people that are into it will flame me.
Go on.
Kriegerkin. Krieg mixed with Kazakin.
Is that a thing?
I'll make it a thing.
But why?
Because Kazakin are really cool. And they've got a really cool profile.
But why?
Why not? Be cool.
All right.
Kazakin are cool.
Do what you want.
I want to run a Kazakin. Well, the way they seem to be running this new Imperial Guard book is you combine all the regiments.
Okay.
They're definitely running... they're angling it.
You're right. Why don't you have another drink of water?
I'm dying.
What's going on here? Can't have you dying for the rest of the stream. It's terrible news.
Dying for YouTube. Yeah, I think they're going with like an Imperial Guard suit book. So I think they want you to take Cadians and stuff and mix it all together. That's my interpretation of that book.
But you just won't.
I don't know. Krieg's cooler.
Yeah, it is cooler.
Hey, nobody want Cadians.
Mm.
Even less people want Catachans.
See, I don't know. I think if they really did Catachans right, I think they'd be really cool.
Accidental armies. Glued to their knives, got a few of them. How's the Death Guard going?
Yeah, I don't know about accidental armies. He's got accidental conditions.
Venture said, any thoughts on the Gunpla mini games? Will you be tempted? I'm always tempted by Gundam stuff. I was into it before it was cool.
That's a different video. Before you get mad at YouTube once again. Yeah, I don't know, Gundam stuff, I think it's fine. Like, I tried, I didn't try. We went to watch a movie. I thought it was, like, fine. I didn't understand why people were whooping and yelling. I think the aesthetic's cool. I think I like it.
The whole idea is cool. But
I don't know. I could not give two hoots about a miniature game and all these other things.
Got to be in the cool kids to be into it now anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's it. As soon as somebody picks something up, everyone's into it. Bore off. Yeah, not interested.
We went first. We went to the premiere before they were all into it.
Yeah, check our video history. We were there. And I'll be honest, I absolutely hated it.
Oh, speaking of Ventress, you're absolutely one of the main culprits for a video that we just did. I'm not sure if you heard, but we went through my entire backlog.
I think that he played a very small part in your collection.
He played 16 parts in it in terms of Shining Spears.
Okay, but when we eventually release the video, 16 is a very small number in comparison.
Yeah, it's only 30 minutes in my whole backlog.
Yeah, which is quite a considerable number of minis, which is very exciting indeed. But yeah, we'll get onto that soon. Oh, and you've got loads of new Krieg stuff on the way anyway, so... Oh dear. Oh no.
I mean...
And that's before Elder, where you'll get even more. Anything for Imperial Knights or Chaos Knights? Oh, yes, as well.
All the kits.
You're a freak, mate.
I'm in for a busy... Like, the tail end of this year, I'm hoping...
You'll be playing catch-up.
I'm hoping it's quiet in terms of armies I like.
You'll get to summer.
It's like Games Workshop went, let's release all of the fire ones back to back.
You'll have...
mute the thing.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, you'll have Whiplash by summer. You'll be like, stop!
Stop giving me armies I like!
I've got no money or time. Sat there under like this weight of 1,000 miniatures in your backlog.
What's really funny as well, and I think people are forgetting this with the Krieg hype, is that it's not the whole Krieg release.
Huh?
There's still 2 more kits to come. You've still got the command squads come out at some point, and you've still got the turrets.
Oh, the little batteries, the little heavy weapons teams.
I've got no idea when they're dropping, but I guess they'll be getting there.
Yeah, we're not even done yet. We're not even done
I'm guessing
yet.
that will come out when everything becomes unbox locked.
Yeah, probably. I imagine.
Like a big, here's the rest of the release.
Yeah, because it'll be like all together when it'll be the...
So we've all got time to paint everything in the box before it all comes out normally, to then buy multiples of what was in the box and the new...
How do you intend on doing that along with your 50 Cadians? Not 50 Cadians, 50 Kriegsmen and your Regal Dawn battle tank.
With a can-do attitude.
That's the spirit. Okay. What is the game plan for the Krieg?
I mean, I've done one.
One Kriegsman.
I've done one Kriegsman.
This is Night Lords all over again. Floorhammer Dave, if you're in the chat, please let us know, because we'll be sending you a million Krieg before too long.
No, I won't. I'm going to do it.
You're determined.
I'm determined to do it. I'm not...
Okay. What did you think of the points?
Disgusting.
For somebody that hates the concept of a horde army, you got one.
There's Horde and then there's Horde.
Yeah, because how many is 10 points of Cadians? Krieg.
Stop saying Cadians!
Sorry, I don't care about any of them, but 10 points of Krieg. How much was that 60?
75 points, I want to say.
60 or 75? Yeah, it's about that. But yeah, that's absolutely insane. 100 Kriegsmen only gets you 700 points.
Yeah, that image that was in the Krieg article of someone at Warcom that was planning out their Krieg army.
And it was only 1,000 points.
Only 1,000 points with the box set and additional kits.
Gross, man. Absolutely gross.
You know what it means, though?
What does that mean?
You've got room for Baneblade.
I mean, you'd have to have room for a Baneblade with a Krieg army.
It's just cool.
Yeah.
60 points, yeah. I knew it was quite low.
60 points!
For 10 minis. I tell you what, though, we always talk about points to pound ratio in our army cost videos. 60 points for a £40 kit is disgusting.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to that Krieg Army Cost video. I'm going to put it out there now. I reckon that'll be the most expensive one we've done.
Krieg will be, yeah. Especially
Krieg will be disgusting.
What was it? Combat Veterans is 65 points.
Combat Engineers, yeah. Combat Engineers, they'll be, you're talking a £35 kit for like 40 points or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh god, yeah, that's going to be so sad. So sad. Oh no, 35 they were. 35 points.
They were ridiculous. Yeah.
Dirty. Absolutely dirty.
I'm really looking forward to that Krieg video. I think it will be the most expensive army cost video we've done so far.
Okay, well, just looking at it as like an overarching speculation for the army, you've got currently got 50 Krieg. I think you said the ambition.
Well, no, the game plan is probably 40 Krieg to start off with. I've got 10 other ones to
Is
put
that two
into
blobs of 20?
2 blobs of 20. The other 10 will be bits because I've got a Rogel Dawn, so that needs Krieg. People hanging out the top of it. The contents of the box. Another 2 of the big battery things because I just think they're so cool.
And then
A command squad.
Any vehicles?
Rogel Dawn and 2 Lehman Russ.
2 Lehman Russ. Okay.
Solar Auxilia Lehman Russ.
Yeah, nice. A man of culture, I see.
Yeah.
I'm finally so glad we won you over with that. It's about time.
And after that, I don't know.
A Baneblade.
I can't justify buying that. Have you seen how big the box is?
It's probably the best value in an Imperial Guard army.
Well, it really pads it out. £100 for
500 points.
Is it 500 points for a Bane?
No,
Well, I think it depends
close
on
to.
it depends on the variation because there's the Bane sword. And
You'd obviously just get the most points in the bulks because otherwise you're just pissing in the wind, really, aren't you, with an Imperial Guard force?
Dave says the Kieran is essentially just my virtual add to cart button.
Yeah, it really is. Something new comes out. He's like a magpie. He's like, oh, amazing, I'll buy all of that and then send it to Dave when I can't be asked. Absolutely insane.
So mean. It's as if people know me now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
See if anybody else in chat is getting the box. Thank you very much to IDK3. It said my Kriegsman looked really good on Insta.
Cute.
Gundam has always been popular. Netflix sort of blew it up though. Yeah, Witch of Mercury really helped. And Iron Blood Orphans, just those they haven't missed.
Yes. Names.
Lucian says his Death Guard are ready to be primed. They're at stage 2.
No, stage 2. The all-important stage.
Stage 2 of him doing his Eldar army first and his Solar Auxilia.
Oh, Luton.
The man is Warhammer.
Yeah, I am Warhammer. Father, help me.
Yeah. Thoughts on GW have leaned so hard on not wanting to actually create rules for regiments. It's just a mixed come one, come all rule set now. Like Krieg, Mordian, Cadia, they basically said whatever. Yeah, it's a suit book. But I'm going to run all mine as Krieg. I don't care.
I don't know. Like, what?
Truth be told as well, you've only got a year with this book. It's 11th edition next year. Which is disgusting to think about.
Well, it depends if they go for a massive overhaul on rules again. I don't think they would.
No.
Yeah, so it'll still be a little bit longer.
I don't think the...
If they went, if they went with index cards again, I think everybody would lose their minds.
I think the core rule set for 10th won't change. Because hot take, I think the core rule set for 10th works.
Yeah, just please fix some of the army rules.
Just get rid of rerolls. Do the thing you said you were doing with 10th, just get rid of rerolls.
Just bin rerolls, please. Just get rid of them.
I tell you what, the saving grace is stratagems are in the best place they've ever been in. Stratagems are now really good.
I can't believe that we're saying that as well.
Stratagems are now good Warhammer.
Yeah,
I never thought...
They feel like they're actually solid.
Having played 8th edition when it was 2 pages of stratagems, to now come around and say, I like stratagems.
There was more than 20 in some books, wasn't there?
I remember the Space Marine one was trying to play with my mate Harry at work. It was like, hang on, have I got a stratagem for that?
Because I'm finding that they've got core ones, and now just limiting them, what is it, like 6 or 8 or something per detachment? I think it's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. Yeah, it makes you think and it makes you change detachments every game, if you want to. Or just get good at one, I don't know.
Matt says, I don't think 11th edition will be out next year. It is.
It's the end of the 3rd year.
Yeah, Age of Bubble, it's the end of the normal cadence for editions.
Yeah, don't know what you want.
I mean, it might be slightly later next year, but I reckon September next year will be 11th edition.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think we're in for the... do you remember in 9th, there was that weird last year where you got all of the codexes really quick?
Yeah, it was codexes and...
They batched them together in battle boxes, didn't they? So you had like Custodes and Gene Stealer Cults in a box. Yeah. You had Grey Knights and Thousand Suns in a box, which I bought.
Oh, you bought?
Yeah, Hexfire box was fire.
Yeah,
no pun intended. Bit on the nose.
Hexfire
box was fire.
It was Hexfire. Yeah, nailed
it. It seems all the hype for AOS 4th edition has died down. I don't think it's died down. I think it's just this is going to be a big 40k year. I think when AOS 4 picks up again post Orc Battle Clans, like when you get the next wave of stuff, I think it will come back around. You know,
Speaking of, actually, I think we're going to be getting the Soulblight Gravelords battle tome next.
you reckon?
From what I saw in the silhouettes on the LVO trailer for reveals, it looked like Black Knights that were getting a refresh, which I'm quite keen for. They definitely look good from the silhouette. So, yeah, no, I'm really thrilled as well because I think, to my knowledge, Black Knights were in the Start Collecting box rather than Vanguard. They're in the old like white box with a White King, I think it was. So if they go with a White King on Skeletal Steed and that, I think everybody's going to be quids in if you're a Soulblight player. It doesn't make sense to refresh lots of their other stuff. I think they still have quite a lot of opportunity with things like Coven Thrones and maybe like the old school like Vampire Count stuff from the old world, which they could make new, but I just can't see it happening. They've had so much love recently with stuff like Virkos and with the Dawnbringer set, although the chaff units are a bit wanky woo. I still think, what was it, Sakalia? The sexy snake lady, but not sexy at all, as in like proper harrowing and disgusting. But yeah, no, I think it was cool. But I do think it'll be skeletons for Soulblight, which is really, really cool.
We're in for a fun Thursday morning. Or Friday morning. Friday morning, yeah, for sure. It'll be good. Outside of Soulblight, it's going to be 10.5. I think it'll be built off the core of 10th because, like I've said a couple of times, the core rules of 10th are good. It's way better than 9th. It's just we've ended up in this weird position. So the core rules for 9th for me weren't great, but then there were some really good codexes that sat on top of it and it made it good. Whereas for me personally, 10th is now. You've got 10th, which is really good, and then you've got shit on top of it.
Yeah.
I think that's a better place to be in, because you can remove the bits on the top easier.
Yeah, sometimes I just think it's a bit complex when you're playing 40k. I think there are some armies that are like quite fluffy and quite fun, and you can create some fun little synergies and stuff with it, but unfortunately, there are armies, so like obviously we've discussed Blood Angels a lot on the channel because Kieran plays Blood Angels. It's like I get to reroll hit, I get to reroll wound, I get to reroll my charge or whatever the hell else goes on.
Whoever wrote that article to say that there was minimal rerolls in 10th was insane. That Blood Angels book is the rerolls. So Death Company, all reroll hits built in. You get reroll wounds. Eventually, I mean, not straight off the bat.
Yeah, done.
And you get Arcs of Omen.
To be fair,
Arcs of Omen, sorry, Oath of Omen.
Truthfully, I could see why they did it. I think it just encouraged people to, one, buy new Death Company stuff.
It's really fluffy because Death Company will go... They're murderous vampire people lost to... They'll go through things. I think what they should have been... I'm a big advocate of plussing things. So you still have the element of chance, but you've got like a boost. So for example, Death Company should have had an always built-in +1 to hit, but that should have been referenced in their data sheet. So for example, they all should have been hitting on 2s for that +1, because then you've still got the problem with rerolls is it's essentially trumping your own army thing. So for example, you've got strats that will, like if you're like you're -1 to hit. When you've got the re-roll hit, it kind of negates the cool thing your army can do. Whereas if you bake them into the core data sheet, I think they play nicer. And if you get rid of it, the game will play faster.
Yeah.
Or if you want to negate it, give them more attacks. Because for example, if you've got, I think if I remember right, it's 2 attacks per chainsword for Death Company. If you gave them on average 3 attacks, hitting on 2s or 3s, that for me works better than reroll 2 dice. I mean, it's not 2 dice because you've got off 10 or 5 of them.
I get the point. I think my issue with 10th has always been we were given lethal hits, sustained hits, and then lethal wounds to combat rerolls. Like, you don't need rerolls because you have these things.
And when they work, when lethal and devastating, when they work, they're infinitely better than rerolls. They're fluffy. Like, if you get hit with like a thunderhammer or something like that, it's gonna kill you.
I think it's again, I think it's subjective. I think it's the one thing that needs to be ironed out in future releases. And I feel like if your strength is less than half of the toughness of the vehicle, you can't wound it.
The trouble is with that, then people will just take heavy things because then you can't kill them. And you end up in this weird...
Well, no, the point is that you balance it out. I know that I keep vouching for every other game system other than 40k, I think, on this channel, which seems to happen all the time, but Heresy is exactly like that. So if you're in 40k equivalent, if your strength is less than half of the toughness, you cannot wound it. It's physically impossible.
Yeah.
I think you could...
But then you've got... The thing is with Heresy, it's easier to balance because it's Space Marines against Space Marines. 40k is so much more stuff against stuff.
Well, no, it's not. You're just talking about the same thing. It's just strength and toughness. It's not. You don't have to balance anything. They're just numbers.
No, but there's no rules jank to try and balance. So you haven't got like fate dice to try and balance with.
But no, that's the point, isn't it? Like if you've got something that's less than half and it's physically impossible, because realistic. I remember when we played against Luton. What was it? Couple of months? No, it was last year. It was my Chaos versus his Knights. I took down a Knight with bolters from a Chaos Space Marine because of lethal hits or lethal wounds or whatever that. Yeah, lethal hits. That was it. And like I knew what I was doing, and I knew it was bullshit, but they're just the rules of the game, and I was just utilising.
Luton, he's not going to DM you because I'm really sorry that you haven't messaged me.
I will DM you.
No, I don't know why you're not including me in this. It's so shit.
Don't know what you want.
I'll see you. I'll see you.
I'll be in his loft.
Snake.
Oh,
I think
boxes.
I would, in 10th edition, I think I'd rather roll more dice. And I think what's hilarious is I think rolling more dice is faster than trying to work out which ones you can re-roll. So for example, with Death Company, if you had 3 attacks built in and then no re-rolls, I think it's faster to just get those 3 dice rather than go, oh, well, that one was a hit, but I can re-roll, so I'm going to fish for this. I think if you've just got...
So you'd rather have more attacks rather than re-rolls?
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm with you
And
there.
then the law of probability will cancel out them anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what I prefer. I would prefer these data sheets to have more attacks. Because it would make the game faster. Things get killy again, which I think is a problem in 10th edition, is that some stuff isn't killy.
I don't think that. I think they are killy because you've given them re-rolls, lethals and sustain.
But they're not. Yeah, but they're not killy in a fun way.
Not for the opponent, no.
Like for example, when we Death Company, bullshit rules aside, you enjoy the concept of them. When someone comes to play against you with them and they've got this jank rule that goes with it, they're not fun to play. Whereas if you've got Death Company that are just out and out mincing machines, but they don't have any jank with them, it's there.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I hope they fix it though. I do hope they fix it. That would be very, very nice. We've been on a tangent. What are the comments saying? Help us out.
Nothing, I won't read them. Luton's annoyed me.
Oh, okay.
Matt's trying to steal the commission that you're supposedly doing for Luton. What if instead of rerolls you just roll 2x amount and choose better, less time spent that way? Yeah, similar to what I was saying.
So like rolling for advantage in D&D.
It's a very big shift in the mindset for Warhammer though, I think, if you did that. Like, let's be real, 40k players don't like change.
Also, I also try to add like a million words to say at one point, and I just completely missed it.
No.
Just try and nightmare. I also think that wouldn't work with rerolls for attacks and stuff, because let's say you had 30 attacks in a unit, and suddenly you got 60 because you're taking the best. You'd have to do 2 at a time because you'd just be taking. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Not so much.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
so much, but yeah, I would like to see a little bit better. I think it's the admin as well.
We're going to play more 10th edition.
We've got loads on the cards this year.
We need to play more. I think towards the end of last year, it was starting to get like, why do I like 40k? It's always been the biggest thing for me with hobbies. When you're sat slogging through painting an army, just play a game with them. Like, your motivation for an army goes like that, and as soon as you play a game again, it spikes. Yeah. Like you'll do like some cool thing, and you'll come and go, right, I'm going to play again. When I was actively playing after work for 8th edition, my Ultramarines, it was like that. I'd go into work, I'd take me and my mate Harry would play, and I'd come and go, desperate to paint tomorrow night because you're actively playing the game.
Yeah, I'm excited because we've got a game on Wednesday.
Yes, against Noodles and Matt.
Yeah, a little doubles affair, which should be very fun.
Is Mr. Ped's coming? Have you asked him?
I did. He said yes, but I'll send him another message. But yeah, it will be fun. It will be very fun indeed. Yeah, I do like 10th. I don't think it's bad. I just think there's a lot of jank, and I don't know. Like any game, sometimes it's not fun. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, I think given the trend with the rules teams for all of the games as well, AOS has been like at the forefront of setting rules, and there is a bleed through into 40k. And at its core rule set, AOS 4th edition is really good. So I'm hoping that the 40k 11th edition borrows heavily from that mindset.
I think it lacks a bit of flavour with this new edition, and I'm hoping that it gets progressively better with
shit setting.
Okay. I just think it needs to be progressively better as the battle tomes open up. It's something I'd certainly like to see. But generally speaking, I think the rule set has been absolutely solid. And again, it goes back to that. This is my to hit. This is my to wound. There's no strength and toughness and any of that nonsense. This is my rend and this is my damage. And there's no rerolls. And you get pluses to hit or to wound or additional rend. But it's so limited, I suppose, and subjective.
Yeah, I think my problem...
I do really like it.
My problem with 4th edition, similar to what you're saying, is it lacks those cool, flavourful moments. I think my highlight of 10th edition, and it's slightly busted in the sense of like rerolls and everything, it's succumbing to the Black Rage. Like electing to go full vampire for Blood Angels is so cool and so fluffy. It's my favourite rule that's been around. And what's hilarious is I don't play well or competitively. When those rule sets came out, they put all like succumbing to the Black Rage, like there's the penalties. I was like, no, I'm going with the penalties because it's cooler. Like the one where you get hazardous and against everything you're in the squad with. Unless you've got a chaplain. I'm like, I'm taking the chaplain out. That's so cool to send 10 Death Company Marines into things and they just kill everything. It's so fluffy.
And then themselves.
Yeah, it's just cool. Start off this bullshit, you die with plasma. Just kill them with their own things.
Yeah, it is very, very funny though when you shot down your 9 Inceptors in our game against Luton.
And killed more of my own.
Yeah, you killed more of your own than you did of ours.
Oh, I hate a hazardous.
That's really funny.
I don't think it should. I tell you what, that's a rule that will need changing in 11th edition.
What,
hazardous should never kill them. It should never kill the model. It's just a feels bad.
Why?
Because it just sucks.
But it's high risk, high reward. Don't do it if you don't want to do it.
No. Stop killing. I don't want to kill more of my own things.
But
I knocked the charger out of my laptop. I feel so passionately about it.
It's not the rules that are at fault. It's you because you know the rules, but you still choose to do it. I don't understand what your problem is. You're like, oh no, I want to kill more of them. And you're like, well, it's just dice.
I think it should have more fluff. So, for example, Inceptors, I kind of get because they've got 2. Maybe they should die, but Hellblaster shouldn't die.
Well, it's like saying with a plasma pistol.
Yeah, you should take a damage because essentially you lose that arm.
I don't know.
That's what it should be. You shoot the plasma pistol, overcharge, it blows up, you lose an arm.
That's quite a lot, isn't it?
Not for a Space Marine. Not for a Space Marine. I can't
But it would stop you doing your job if you're a Hellblaster.
Yeah, but you've got 1 wound left. The problem you've then got is you then have to like rules block. For example, if you've taken a damage, you lose your plasma gun. That would be cool.
It's also
if we can get to a really expanded version of 40k. If you have a plasma pistol and you take hazardous, you lose your plasma pistol and you've only got 1 arm. That'd be cool.
I don't want any more. Then for 40k, there's already way too much. Yeah, even for a simplified, not simple rule set, it's certainly not simplified, and it's certainly not simple.
I feel like that tagline will come back for 11th edition.
Yeah, I hope so.
While we're on the subject of 11th edition, what do you reckon the launch box will be? Space Marines!
Yeah, Space Marines once more, for sure. I'd like to see Space Marines in Drukhari.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like to see Space Marines and a range refresh for Drukhari.
We've got a Drukhari army.
You have a Drukhari army.
You've played it once. On the channel.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, with their index cards. I mean, it was
Yeah.
hot ass.
No, I thought they were all right. It's
No,
all that...
you didn't play them in night. They were great fun. Like Incubi,
right.
you should just go through everything, and they ruined Incubi.
Yeah, it was the anti-infantry that just totally minced your Deathwing Knights or Deathwing Terminators or something.
And Dark
You got really
Lances are always fun.
Yeah, I thought they were all right. I think Drukhari are quite fun, and I think the capacity that they have for really fun, cool, flavourful models, maybe not Vect in his sex ship, but everything else sounds really, really good. Yeah, I don't know. I think Drukhari will be a really nice start.
Yeah. Matt's brought up an interesting point there. Bring back points for upgrades. I remember when they said they were getting rid of this, everyone was shouting from the rafters, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Now they want it back.
Who does?
The
You and
granularity. Matt, well, people like Matt.
You and Matt.
I don't want it back.
Oh, right, yeah, I don't want it back.
Absolutely
either.
not.
Yeah, I think
It needs changing.
How? How would you change it?
It almost needs a halfway house. So, for example, a bolt gun shouldn't be the same points cost as a plasma gun. But you shouldn't pay in the same sense. If anything, Imperial Agents got this. I mean, it's a weird book. It got it right. Is that if you had certain keywords, I think then your points changed. So I think what should happen is there's almost a plasma keyword. So if you then take a plasma gun, you get the plasma keyword. If that unit contains the plasma keyword, you then have a different points bracket. Only for certain guns.
I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think if you've got a unit of, let's say, intercessors, no, not intercessors because I don't know anything about them. Let's say it's Chaos Legionaries. Let's say it's a unit of 5 that costs like 90 points. I can't remember if that's quite right or not. You could have a unit of 5 bolters, but then if you had a special weapon, suddenly they're 100 points. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't listen to what you said.
Are you kidding?
I was reading the comments.
So your point was around having like a keyword. So let's call it like a special weapon. So in a unit of 5, you can have a legionary or champion, let's call him, with a plasma pistol and a power sword or whatever the hell. And then you can also give one of them let's say a plasma gun. So you say what you're saying is if this group of 5 has a special weapon keyword, it costs an additional, let's say, 10 points.
Yeah.
But how would you...
That's how the Imperial Agents book works.
No, it's not.
If they get the agent's keyword, they cost more points or less points. I can't remember which.
That's if you're playing it as soup or on its own.
I mean, I'm not a rules writer. I wouldn't listen to me.
I'm not. I'm just trying to prove your theory wrong. Yeah, I think it's nice on the surface, but then you might as well just do what you were doing before.
It is complicated.
I don't think
my idea is sound because I came up with it.
I think it's fine.
I think in principle it wouldn't work at all.
I don't know. My biggest, I suppose, worry with that.
Matt says just make plasma pistols 5 points. No, that's something that needs to go. This bullshit. Oh, this costs 5 points. It just throws the whole total out. If it's gonna cost an upgrade, it has to have a 0 at the end of it.
As a Tau player with crisis suits, please don't ever do that again. Please stop doing +5, -5, +10, +3. No, I hated that.
If you're going to meet in the halfway, it should just be a flat 10 points. If you take these weapons, that's what it should be. Not the granularity like we had before. I definitely agree there needs to be not a detriment, but a cost for taking these weapons. For example, Inceptors are the worst. No one in their right mind is running bolter Inceptors. Why would you take bolter Inceptors when you can take double plasma?
Well, that's half the issue then, isn't it? Like, if no one in their right mind is doing it, why would you include it as a rule?
Yeah, it's complicated. And you know what? I don't think us keyboard warriors on the internet are not going to solve it.
I think trying to monitor granularity with rules writing within 40k only makes it more convoluted, considering everybody is taking the most logical option because it's the best value for points anyway.
Yeah.
I think if I don't know, if I was to combat it, I'd just say, similar to AOS, full WYSIWYG, do what the hell you want. It's not important so long as you're having fun and enjoying the game. That's fine. It then doesn't work, unfortunately, because the 40k competitive base is so competitive and #toxic. Yeah, I don't know.
Bringing back points isn't the right way to do it.
I don't think so.
I agree. Something needs to change with it, but points is not the way to go.
Rerolls is the problem. Die on that hill. Kill me if you want. I don't care. Rerolls is the problem.
Truthfully, I think if you solve rerolls, you'll solve a lot of problems with 40k in general.
Yeah. Just bin off rerolls. If you want something to be fluffy or you want something to be good or pumped up or powerful or whatever, give them +1 to hit, give them +1 to wound, give them, I don't know, +1 attack or AP or strength, whatever the hell your other rules that you've got with, what are they called again? Already forgotten. Thank you. Those guys. Yeah. I think there's easier ways to do it, but the rerolls just, it's not finite. That's what kills me. We've got a video all about 40k rules in a couple of weeks.
We've actually done a 40k versus AOS discussion, like which does it better.
Yeah, we did that last week, and it's to be fair, it's probably the most fun I've had on a video.
Oh, thanks.
What? No, it's just a really interesting, discussion.
I think it's a subject you could talk about till cows come home.
What's it? There's 4 points that we mentioned. It was law, law, models.
See,
rules,
Dave's got a really good point. I can't be asked with points per weapon. I like adding a unit, and it's what it's listed as, not base value plus 57 points of upgrades. That's where 40k for me got ridiculous.
Yeah, the tail end of 9th, I thought it was exhausting.
It took you hours to make your list, and you know what? And the problem with the tail end of 9th is you'd be looking at someone's list, and you almost be mental mathing and go, There's one plasma pistol there. They've paid for two. Where are they?
Because you had to, if I remember rightly, you had to
fact check it.
You had to pay for the unit. You had to pay for all of the upgrades. You then had to pay for the warlord trait. You then had to pay for the artifact as well. That was right, wasn't it? And it was just, it was absolutely absurd.
Proper math hammer.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then you also had the pluses, minuses, strength, toughness, wound.
Looting and Bruiser's special weapon is a keyword to go with. It'd been interesting. Someone far smarter than me will, if they were to do it, would obviously come up with a better idea. It can get very complicated. Yeah, there needs to be a solution. I think a middle ground of if you're taking, there needs to be like a line in the sense. The plasma and melter is over this line. If you're over this line, it's 10 extra points. That's all it needs to be.
I guess. I don't know. Let's do the last couple of chats before we move on to actually talking about LVO predictions, because I feel like we've just poo-pooed rules one more time. So, yeah.
I wouldn't listen to Matt for any rules advice. He's a nightmare to play against. Oh, I'm going to bring a fun list. Bring fucking 6 mates.
That was hilarious. Yeah, we were just like, oh, you're going to Throne of Skulls.
We're like, Matt, we're going to this really fun, fluffy event. Can you bring a cool list? Rocks up with unkillable units.
Silent King.
6 mates with something that gives them a feel no pain and an invul.
And Void Dragon, was that right? There was more stuff as well.
Yeah, the guy does not know how to have fun in 40k.
Was it Matt? What did you bring again? Like you brought like the most disastrous list. We took one look at it, and I was like, oh, is this fun for you?
Yeah, Matt brought a fun list for him, not for the game.
Yeah, you had a great time.
Matt doesn't understand the word fun.
Yeah, we went to Throne of Skulls thinking we were getting absolutely sausaged for the weekend.
Yeah, we actually did quite well because we're not playing against Matt.
Let's not poo-poo Matt too much. We are seeing him on Wednesday, and he is in the chat.
He's bringing us knights, I think.
I did bring a cool list. It was cool. It was fine lol. It wasn't fine lol at all. It was, oh my god, I'm going to kill them lol. Yeah, anyway, I'm over it. Anyway, last little comments or nothing to add?
No, it's just Matt raging about rules.
Excellent. Cool.
LVO, what do you think? Now you're looking at the thumbnail again.
40k. Let's talk about 40k.
Thank you very much to Adamansky for becoming a member.
Thanks so much, you legend.
First member 2025.
Bob. I don't know what's going on there. Bob. That's not right. You just said a Bob.
It's our first member. We haven't had a first super chat of 2025 yet. Not being beggy. Just point it out.
That was beggy.
Soz Liam.
40k. Let's talk about 40k. So we've obviously got Emperor's Children. What do you guys want to see in the launch set? We've seen Lucius, which I didn't think.
New Dot Pride, thank you for the £2.
For goodness sake.
Is it stupid to buy old models before a refresh?
Depends what it is.
Sanguinary Guard, no.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but yes. Yeah, the Emperor's Children's really...
Emperor's Children's, the Emperor's Child's.
The Emperor's Child, Lucius the Eternal. I never thought for a million years we'd see Fulgrim and Lucius before we saw anything else.
I like this cadence.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to be leaked.
Because it puts you here.
Yeah, suddenly you're just like, oh, we're starting at the top. Okay, well, this is a good start. I
think maybe this is the way they're going to handle these big releases. If you show off the big thing, people start here. No matter what you do, the hype will always go down. No matter what you do, even if you show off Angron last, either he leaks, which is what happened.
Well, that was also the same with Full Wagon.
For Wagon and also for Magnus. I mean, they put Magnus in a bin. That was a different story.
Dumb.
It's where he belonged.
Dumb. You're dumb.
Just saying.
You're dumb. There, I said it.
Yeah, if you like showing off Fulgrim first, is put everybody here. Then you got Lucius that keeps you here.
We actually haven't spoken about this on the channel just yet. I'm not crazy about Lucius. Lucius? No. Fulgrim.
Just on Lucius, if that miniature is Lucius, it's already amazing. Like even the silhouette with the way that the whip looks like it goes around and the sword, and there's the tactical base.
I don't know. There's something about 40k in the last year that's got super cartoony.
Controversial opinion. Matt says 40k Fulgrim is better than the 30k one. What are you smoking?
Are you okay, Matt?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, who hurt you? Is everything
Transfigured Fulgrim is night and day better.
Is everything alright at home?
It's the paint job.
Yeah,
it's the over highlighting of faces in heavy metal. That's what's done it for me with Fulgrim. I think as soon as someone like you gets their hands on it, and you don't highlight every cheekbone and bloody artery in the face, I think it'll be way better.
I'm excited to paint it, and I think with a different paint scheme, It will look very, very cool. And
When did we get the formal reveal of Lucius? We haven't. It's just we're
saw-
assuming that the one in LVO is.
Yeah,
Lucius.
we saw on the trailer. We
It's
got
on the
like a little
thumbnail for
silhouette.
this.
It was a little silhouette with a very nice looking sword and a very nice looking whip.
It's
And
also a purple background.
yeah, if you're putting two together, that's two and two together. That's obviously Lucius. So.
We need to talk about the Rayquaza worm.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course.
Hype for that. I want to paint that as a Pokemon.
I think that'll be a Necromunda kit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandworm or something.
My expectation would be part of the what they call the Ash Waste Nomads. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
They look quite cool. Yeah, very, very excited. I think, or so I've seen, it looks like Beastmen are back on the menu, boys.
Well, they're in Old World, aren't they?
They are.
They lost their whole game system.
Yeah, they did. They're all gone. Oh, up until the summer, they can still play for AOS. I don't think they are, but I think they can, which is good. But yeah, I'm
really
expecting Beastmen for
interested
AOS.
to see what this automata thing is, because in the silhouette it looks wicked, and then I'm just really scared that they'll take the silhouette off it and be some bullshit AdMech thing that doesn't look cool. Like if that's a knight, that's wicked.
I do think it'll be an AdMech thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Speaking of knights, actually, what are you expecting? Are you expecting something like big?
No.
And...
Oh, well, I'm not expecting them to show off anything for knights, even though we know they're after Eldar. Which is really weird that they're showing off Emperor's Children before knights.
LVO is always like a really big one, though.
Yeah, LVO is a big one. I wonder whether we'll get.
Because when's the next one? Adepticon in March, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, is it Adepticon in April this year?
No.
Because we were going to go.
It's end of March, I think.
Oh, because when your wife's away, wasn't it? Because that's why we were looking at going.
Is it the same time?
Yeah, I believe so. It's a very similar time.
I don't know. It's either April or March.
The knights. The knights are interesting because
you always tend to have at least one model with each release, don't you? And with knights, it's such a strange one.
They
you
didn't
can't
get
just
one
be
last
like, huh?
Imperial Knights didn't get a new miniature in 9th.
Who got the new mini last year?
Chaos Knights.
What did they get?
The Abominant.
What is that?
The Medium Knight.
Oh, you say medium. I don't
The
care.
one with the Scourge. The one with the
right.
tail.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, really
Oh.
cool. It's not the best Chaos Knight, but it's really cool.
I don't know, giving knights a tail feels a bit weird. It's just very
Like a bad
strange.
tail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
Imperial
feels
Knights.
strange.
I'd like to see a new version of the Armigers or the Warglaves, whatever they're called, because you've got. Excuse me.
I'd like to see more pilots for knights.
The trouble is, you've got Chaos Knights. So you look at War Dogs. There's like 6 different versions of the War Dog. Imperial Knights, only Armigers and Warglaves.
I don't know, for Chaos Knights, I'd like to see something with like chaos-specific infestations within them.
Yeah.
So, for example, you could have like mutations or something coming from a knight, and they're interchangeable within the kit. So one knight would be Khorne, Nurgle, Tzeentch, Slanesh, whatever the hell. I think that would be quite cool.
Chaos Knights need a version of the big one. So the big knight,
What is
the
that?
Dominus chassis. So like I can't remember what they're called. The one with the harpoon and the big
turtle.
Castellan.
The big their turtle-looking
Yeah,
one.
it needs its own version of that because you can run those in a Chaos Knight army, but you have to buy the Imperial Knight kit.
I think that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's hard to then make that look chaosy when you've got the Abominant, which okay, maybe tails don't work on it, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that. So I think what I would like to see is a big knight for Chaos Knights and a new version of the Armigers or Warglaves for Imperial Knights.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to pad out those ranges. Because Chaos Knights, I could be wrong, they can take War Dogs and Armigers, so they've got access to all of them.
I don't know. Wait and see. I think Knights are going to be a strange one, and as you mentioned, they might not even show them off. I think Emperor's Children is certainly going to be the main source.
I think
the main bit of flavour.
we'll see the codexes covers. They like to show those off.
Yeah, that's true. It depends if there's anything more for it, I guess. But with 40k, like if we've already seen all of Eldar, we've already seen all of Krieg, that takes us up until probably the end of Feb.
I hope we don't end up with another Chaos Knight box locked thing, like a launch box thing. I hope we're not getting any more of them. Chaos Knights had one last edition when they came out because I bought it. I don't want another one.
Well, this always happens though, especially in 10th. Like, there's always box
yeah.
lock stuff, and it's
I just
always
worry-
like
I
a
don't- Knights don't need it.
force. What do you mean they don't need it? That's a good thing.
It
It's
just
like the
doesn't
best value
work.
for money for
Yeah, but it
Knights,
just
isn't
doesn't.
it?
Well, you need to think Christmas boxes to go by, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it seems like a good thing if you ask me. See, I'm not mad about the FOMO boxes. I'm mad about it taking them, I don't know, 3 months for them to release the mini afterwards. What was it?
In fairness to
that
it,
big
though,
brain gene stealer cult last year, it took them like 3 months to
I
release.
think that for me, I think was the Chaos Space Marine stuff.
Oh, the Lords.
I think those were the end of the COVID problems that they had. I think that's what that.
COVID? What?
If
It's
you,
2025.
no, but if you remember that they worked 3 years in advance, so that release schedule would have been affected, and by that, I think maybe that was a problem.
I think people need to get over COVID now. It's 2025.
I'm over it,
isn't
yeah. But
I don't know. I think
it was definitely a blip. There was definitely, unless it was because they changed the warehouses and they moved to robots.
Yeah, I think it's maybe a release schedule thing. I don't think it's got anything to do with COVID anymore, does it?
It seems that we're moving away from the 3 months period from a box. Now it seems to be back down to what it used to be, which is about 6 weeks, and 6 weeks is fine.
Yeah, I don't think.
Especially when they had this rule that obviously the box lock codex isn't legal, which sucks if you're a tournament player. Like when we went for Throne of Skulls and you couldn't take the tile book even though you had it.
Oh yeah, I literally had it in my hand, and it was the weekend of release.
That's where it gets a bit weird.
To be fair, it was lucky that they didn't really, because the old rules were better. Anyway, I was just running around, just absolutely poning. It was a great time.
Celestial Theme Night would be awesome. I don't think you'll ever see that.
Yeah.
Make your own.
Yeah, Emperor's Children Nights would be very fun.
I'm hoping Obliterators get a multi-part kit with the Emperor's Children release. Didn't have that in my hobby bingo card.
No, I didn't either. I think if anything, probably Mutilators, wasn't it, rather than Obliterators?
Yeah, Matt agrees with me. Little Kieran is right.
About what?
The COVID thing, it really messing with the release schedule and that they work 3 years in advance.
Oh no, I'm fine that they work with three years in advance. That was never my dispute. I just think, why would that affect it in 2021?
2024, you mean?
No. 3 years in advance from 2024 would be 2021.
I think it was probably more the warehouse thing on reflection. Maybe it wasn't
So
COVID.
it's not COVID. So Matt's agreeing with you being wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're wrong, Matt.
The internet strikes again. Thanks, internet.
I think the COVID chain issues are still felt, especially with how the codexes are coming out so slow and always need points updated immediately. I don't think that's a symptom of COVID. I think the weird 40k drought we had, I'd like to know the reasoning behind that. Whether that was just so that they could catch up. No, but even when...
what are you talking about? What, the last 4 months?
Yeah, we haven't had... This is the first new 40k book we've had. There's been a big gap for 40k.
We just had agents. What are you talking about? The only reason you think it's a drought is because nobody wanted it. There isn't a drought at all. What the hell is people talking about?
No, you had
you had 3 army boxes and a new codex, and you all went, oh, lame. And then you just went, wow, we're getting no 40k.
Apparently, it literally is COVID. GW said it in the earnings call.
Whatever. I'm wrong.
1-0.
I don't know to who.
There was definitely a 40k drought. They even said that there isn't another one coming for a bit.
And now we're getting all of them.
Well, yeah. It's going to be a big 40k year.
It will be a big 40k, yeah. It certainly looks like it. Especially if all the rumours are true. It's all about to change. He's doing a live stream right now. I hope nobody tells him.
We've stolen 144 of his people.
The other releases for this year should be very, very fun. I'm excited to see where they go with AOS this year, because I think although they've recently jumped...
Ages was in August, yeah. It was a massive drought.
Was it?
Yes.
God, I'm too busy. I'm too busy, clearly. August?
Yep.
Was it? Oh my God, yeah, maybe you're right. What was the one in between that? Blood Angels?
Yeah, Blood Angels was the last one.
When was that?
October.
That's fine, isn't it?
Or maybe it might have been September.
I don't know. Truth be told, I don't know how much I care, but...
I was going to say, you're arguing over a point you don't care about.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're all wrong, and we're all like, Kieran, you're wrong. And you're like, no, I'm not! Kieran, you are wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. The time just goes so fast, doesn't it? Yeah, because then we had what was it? Skaven, Stormtide, Slaves to Darkness.
Stormtide?
I don't care what it's called. And then you had Christmas boxes.
Yeah.
As well in there. New kill team, 2 kill team boxes.
Yeah, double kill team is a bit weird, if you ask me.
I mean, nobody seemed to complain about the boxes.
I'll tell you what, the kill team releases are on fire now. The kill team releases are now where they should be. For me. The shit terrain has gone.
No, the little plasma generator
Plasma
boxes.
generators. That was
plasma-
the biggest middle finger I've ever. Like, oh, what guys? What can we try and put in? Someone boxes.
How about boxes?
Could be worse. They could be putting those weird little trees in.
No.
Plastic card terrain.
Stop it. It's a step down from MDF somehow.
It's the trees that do me.
God, I hate them. Absolutely hate them.
GWT's Grey Knights 2025. I don't think we'll get the refresh we want though. I tell you what though, if we do get the Grey Knights refresh in 2025, all plans are dropped. Though that bloody whiteboard I put my goals on, I'm wiping that clean. Grey Knights.
Oh dear.
What's a fucking Krieg?
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, isn't it? Like, because whenever we get all these brand new armies and stuff, and people just go in, you can guarantee in 2 or 3 weeks' time, people will be bored of Krieg.
Look, I think by the end of this year, people will be sick of Krieg. It's a
Yeah,
release.
It's a strange one.
It's the same with Sisters of Battle. It's such a beloved part of the game. You wait so long to get it, and then everybody's in.
Yeah, everybody wants the same thing though, don't they? That's half the issue.
Yeah. Scalping seems to have dropped off the map, which is no bad thing.
That's true.
Credit to GW here. Credit where credit's due. The forecasting is now. Watch it fucking go to pot now. So on point. That Krieg box was.
Yeah, it was really accessible for ages.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That was a big release, and I think they got this absolutely right. Maybe some local hobby stores maybe were a bit aggrieved with their numbers, but you could get that box from somewhere for a good 2 or 3 hours.
What was the big issue with scalping last time? It was End of the Death 3, wasn't it? The special edition ones.
It was all of them. It was the lion was the worst culprit.
Huh? No, the last one. I'm just saying the
last
last big scalping issue, which they seem to rectify.
It's the End of the Death. I think it's been that and the lion miniature have been the worst offenders I can remember. The Blood Angels box.
I thought that was fine, wasn't it?
Was mostly fine. It went out of stock. I'm fine with these FOMO boxes going out of stock. Like I get why they do it. GW have a good balance, I think, for me. Of here's this super cool thing. It's early, and they get what they want, which is none of them on the shelves. I was having this conversation with my wife on a dog walk hilariously. That I think that what they've struggled with is getting the balance right of building the hype and the excitement for new releases, but also everyone that wants one can have one. And I think credit where credit's due, the Krieg release for the pre-order that's just gone up, that looked like it was the case. If you wanted Krieg, I mean, fair enough, you had to be there on that morning, which, let's be real, most of us are. If you're shopping for these boxes, most of us are there to buy them. They got one. And we had a lot of people in our Discord, like friendly local gaming stores, they were, helping people out, which is what you want to see. That you want the local stores to have enough that their regulars can get a box.
Do you reckon the Emperor's Children box will be like? I reckon that will fly.
They all fly. The only box I can remember of recent times that was stayed in stock for a long time was Cadia Stands.
Yeah.
Well, I know why it did.
To be fair, even the Agents of the Imperium ones are still
around. Yeah, but they weren't like. They were just battle forces.
Yeah, they're not like launch boxes.
The launch boxes are the ones that are the. I mean, the Chaos Space Marine ones were horrendous. I remember I spoke to Hobby Workshop. I think Andy said that they got 4 of one of them. 4. 4 boxes. How are they supposed to make any money?
It's tragic.
When you've got local gaming stores, they work on weight and offering a discount. He's got 4. He sent me a message. Was like, I can't give you any discount on it, and I was like, that's fine. He's like, I've only got 4. I was like, no, mate, you charge me full price. I'm not robbing you blind.
Yeah, do it.
GW has robbed you there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Do you think Emperor's Children will be a box?
Yes. I think it'd be insane if they didn't.
If Blood Angels was a box,
yeah,
Emperor's Children's going to be a box.
It's like a weird comparison, but I think it would
what
just
I mean?
be
That level of. The only thing going with it though is World Eaters wasn't.
Wasn't it?
World Eaters didn't have a launch box. They just launched. All of it in one go. Do you remember? Because we were doing a challenge and all of it arrived.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All of it was out on day one.
I'd totally forgotten about that. Yeah, it didn't come out with any army box.
Yeah, which is interesting. Maybe that'll happen this time as well.
Not even with like Lord Avocado and all the.
Nope, no launch box. The Combat Patrol was delayed. Because
Yes,
95% of the range was
was.
in it.
Yeah, it was.
Combat,
No, I do
that
remember
was a late combat patrol.
That was it, wasn't it? Because they released all the Berserkers and Lord Avocado and all the rest of it as like single minis,
Yeah.
and they were like, "If you want it, go buy it." And everyone was like, "But this isn't what I wanted."
I want the combat patrol because
The
it's
Combat
got all
Patrol's
of it in.
amazing. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, wow. I totally forgot about that.
I don't know if I'll go Emperor's Children or Eldar. Go Eldar.
I'll be honest, I'm excited and skeptical at the same time about Emperor's Children.
I'm so hyped for those Phoenix Lords.
Oh, when they turn up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope it's soon. I haven't got the time.
I don't have the time.
For me, right, Emperor's Children is middle of summer. So I've got some breathing room, and you've got
Not anymore. I don't
you've
think
got
it is.
Eldar March. So I've got 2 months either side to catch up with things.
I don't think you do. I think in the first quarter of this year it was Knights, Krieg, and Eldar, and if we were seeing Fulgrim on Christmas Day and Lucius on the week of, what's that, like 19th? Not 19th, 17th of January. It's not going to be very far away, which is terrifying. I mean, for you, not for me. I'm
not doing Emperor's Children.
Yeah, I ain't paying anything right now, but I don't know.
I just want a gap.
That's rough.
I want a gap between. I want to get the Krieg done and have a gap so then I can go at Eldar full force.
How are you feeling about that? Because your Krieg done is a Horde army.
Watch me.
Okay.
Watch me whip.
How long did it take you to paint your one
Fuck
tester model?
A week.
A whole week on a Krieg tester model.
By that logic, I'll have had all 50 of my Krieg done within a year.
So stupid. So stupid. I don't know. Like, it's the only thing that put me off about Krieg. And I remember when you asked, you were like, "Do you want me to get you a box as well?" Because I honestly contemplated it, and I really did think about it long and hard.
I can tell how long it took you to reply to the message. At first,
I was like,
you were like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The box is sick. It looks so good, and everything is lush in it. But it's not an army. It's a.
That's like 500 points.
It's a fucking life sentence. You're subjective to.
It's on brand though.
If you're, I guess, if you're paying 2,000 points of Krieg, you're in that for a long time.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like the models are really cool, but not for that much time. I'm excited for you to do all that and paint them and play them or whatever. I'm excited to play against them.
There's a real discrepancy here that like you just live through me and don't share any of the pain.
We've got a video coming out in February or March that totally contradicts what Kieran's just said.
No, it doesn't.
And I can't tell you what it is, but my God, that's made me angry.
Wrong.
We've been working on this.
I know exactly what you're on about, and we are even.
No.
We are even! You did one thing on the whole thing, and that's it.
They have no idea what we're talking about. This is such a cryptic argument.
There's been a long form thing going on. We'll leave it at that.
We've been working on a challenge for the last 4 months that we're very excited to share.
I'm not.
We finished it very recently, and we will be sharing some more info on it soon, which in effect will actually be our first challenge of 2024. 2025, nailed it.
Been doing it since 2024.
We have been, which, disgusting, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Krieg greater than Cadians, absolutely. Solar Auxilia greater than Krieg, wrong.
That's a hot take. Haven't heard that one before.
Welcome Graham to the cult.
Welcome.
Catachan's greater than everyone else. No, I'm going to flame some people now. Catachan's are shit.
Why?
Don't get it.
Well, it's okay not to get something. It doesn't mean they're bad.
For me, all Catachans work as kill teams.
Right.
Like if they came out with a Catachan kill team that's like set in a jungle, I'm all over that. Whole army of them, no.
Why do you stop at Krieg and don't welcome Catachans?
Because I just do.
Oh, right, okay. So just like arrogance.
There's no logic.
It's ignorance, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sheer bloody mindedness. Nice.
There's just something weird for me that you've got these jungle fighters that got like no clothes on that is expected to fight a Space Marine. Or a Tyranid.
I don't think Space
is
Marines.
their thing. But in like a 40k setting...
It's just Rambo, isn't it? It's 40k Rambo.
It's Rambo on steroids.
I think that's the point.
No, I'm just not a fan. Catch just don't do it for me. I'm sorry for catch players. I know there's a lot of. I would like to see them get a new kill team. I'd like them to see them fix the like horrendous ones with like the massive eyes.
Yeah, they've seen some stuff.
Yeah, I'd like them to fix those minis, and you'll get a nice shiny new kill team.
What would you put with them? Would you put some like new? I don't know. They've got lictors and that sort of stuff now, haven't they?
They need a Tyranid kill team to work,
Do
or
you reckon? What else?
they
could
need
you
something
put with them?
Xenos, or another Orc kill team. Orcs have got so many kill teams now, though, more than anybody else.
2.
Yeah,
Why is that more than anyone else?
no one else has got 2.
Tau have got 3. Pathfinders, Kroot,
Yes, they have.
Kroot, Kimbad, and
I'll take that
thingies.
back. Tau got too many.
Yeah.
3 too many.
3 too many. Yeah.
Catching, I'm assuming Dave means Catachan. Catachan should be like Idoneth and bring the jungle with them. Look at my tree is amazing.
Just like some
There's
guy,
my bush is amazing.
like Rambo up front, like yeah, that'd be a lot. No, I'm not sure I'm into that. It's so bizarre. The men of the forest.
Do you know how many guardsmen Luton has 150 guardsmen to do?
Good grief, no wonder you want help. 150 is disgusting. Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
Thank you very much for the £10 super chat, Jack Francis. 2025, the year of the Kierans.
Thank you so much, Jack.
It's a good time to point to our. I can never remember. The one up there.
I hate the fact your arm
25k,
is in my
25k in 2025 is the goal this year. And you'll be pleased to know that Kieran to my right has a ridiculous
Stretch goal.
stretch goal. again.
That's this Sunday's video.
You want to grab a beer for that?
Maybe
ridiculous.
Maybe a shot. So stupid.
Yeah, hated that.
200 guardsmen to paint is insane. Absolutely insane. Not 200 is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Is that oh, it's battle line, isn't it? Yeah, you can take as many as you want. It's crazy.
Well, you take 6, can't you?
I didn't think there was a limit to battle line.
I thought it was 6.
Is that?
So Matt says he's going to a charity event this weekend and someone is bringing 320 guardsmen. That movement phase is hellish.
I don't even know what you do. I think you just
It's
put
bad
them,
enough moving 30 Death
I think
Company.
you just put them all. Oh, how would you store them and move them? You'd have to put them on movement trays.
Catachans have a forward gardening regiment and they plant trees ahead of the battle. Just fucking Alan Titchmarsh out here with a fucking bandana around his head.
See, that is a kill team I would buy. Just
What's
like
that, Alan
a gardening catachans, just like with trowels and buckets.
I mean, we didn't get many shovels with the Krieg release, so I can't imagine you're going to
Yeah,
get trowels in the Catachan one.
with the 3 shovels you got in the Krieg.
It's not enough.
Kill team. I kit bashed all of them onto the guards.
Oh yeah, because you're doing Krieg as well.
I'm going to do the kill team. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing a kill team.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
painted them green though. You painted them like army men.
green and black. Yeah, they literally look like the army men from Toy Soldiers. I was chatting.
Toy Story. I was on the
Oh,
phone
Toy
to you.
Sto-
You're
Toy
like,
Story,
oh, I've got this wicked like scheme, and I was like, Kieran, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I've painted them green. I was like, Kieran, you painted them like the army soldiers from Toy Story, and you went, no, I haven't.
I have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, somebody I was talking to on Instagram said put them on like green plasticard and use that as the base. Yeah, done.
You got this from a Christmas present from your wife, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to finishing them eventually. But the last week,
We had
this week as well, is looking to be very, very
You owe me a
strenuous.
Christmas present.
Don't owe you anything.
I bought you a Christmas present. You didn't give me one back. That's not how it works. I'm Sheldon.
You said. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm over it. I'll just double down on your birthday, I guess.
I'll have a time.
I tighten we.
Yeah.
How about night? After seeing your backlog today, I ain't getting you anything because it'll just get lost in the post anyway.
Get me an eBay account.
In fact, when you were unpacking the kits you had, you unpacked Sigismund and went, "What even is this?" And I was like, "My heart."
It's because it's just a generic black box. I
Ridiculous.
couldn't make out if it was the Forge World Lion.
That you sold.
Yeah, but I still kept the box.
Why?
Because the box is cool. Oh, no, I sent the box with it. The person that bought it on eBay, I sent them all the extra bits for the line. I was a cool guy. I didn't keep the head just stuck on some bullshit Space Marine.
I mean, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also not a full complete kit.
A Tyranny kill team is a single lictor, lol. I mean, fluff-wise, yeah.
And to be fair, it would be really fun to watch like a hero mode of sorts of like...
Hero mode?
Yeah, like...
Sounds like our friends over somewhere.
Well, yeah, no, if they did like a little Catachan kill team against lots of Tyranids in the jungle, I think that'd be really sweet.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, see? Suddenly you're back on board with Cattle Chance.
I think it's TT doing it.
You look, yeah, probably, aren't they? Yeah, cool. Anything else on LVO? We've got, from what we can see, we've got Admech, we've got Beastmen, a Necromunda,
Pokemon.
Bug thing. Yeah, it's Rayquaza for sure. We've
And
got
Blood Knights.
Soul Blight, and we've got Emperor's Children. Anything else that people are expecting for LVO? Any other surprises you think we're going to get hit with?
No, Electman, my backlog is not as bad as yours.
It certainly gives you a run for your money. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the end number on the amount of minis that Kieran has in his backlog is absolutely tragic. But we will get there in a few weeks' time.
It's okay, because I've got a secret formula to paint them all.
A super secret formula.
Super secret formula.
You going to adhere to that formula?
No.
Don't worry, everyone. I can do this.
I tell you who needs my formula, though, is Luton.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
He's like, I'll get all this done in a year.
No. It just won't work.
I want a new Pedro Cantor kit. We all want a new Pedro Cantor kit.
We
all
be
want a new
nice.
Vulcan Hestan kit. We all want a new Lysander kit. We just want more Space Marines. So I can put them in the garage.
No.
Bore off. Lysander would be cool, though.
Pedro Cantor, yes. Everything else, I'm like, meh. Lysander, I think people have made some really cool kit bashes anyway.
Ah, Patrick is here. How's your time in New York?
Oh, New York, New York.
Secret formula, aka free commissions.
Yeah, outrageous. Why does this keep happening to me?
You say keep happening.
It does.
It's happened twice.
That's more times than I would have liked. Yeah. We're going to have to start thinking about new year, new armies. I imagine for you it probably is Craig, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Our stream is complaining that we don't have enough internets.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah, someone must be downloading something in my house.
Oh dear.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
In the sticks.
Patrick is joining.
Sorry.
I think we already talked about that, but Patrick is in the. When you do the next 80, Dave is painting 80 Cadians. That's a mouthful.
80
Cadians.
80
Was as bad as I thought it would be.
80
Dave's
so
doing Wordbearer still, I think, isn't he?
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
That's what I literally just said.
As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Patrick says New York is good. He's working and listening to us mad lads.
Is this the stop motion Kieran show?
It seems that way. Someone in my house is downloading something. It would appear.
Oh dear. Well, to be fair, it's 9:45. We normally cut it at 10.
Yeah, we will be going in a minute. I mean, I've got internet. It's probably.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working very well. Are we back?
It's fine now.
It looks better now. It looks better.
Maybe there was a gremlin in the internet.
It's just little gremlins.
You know who it is? It's because Patrick joined the stream.
Oh, of course. Mr. Big Shot in New York. New York.
Yeah, just catch it
City.
up. Oh, I'm in New York.
Oh, just chilling. Just chilling stateside, said Patrick. Outrageous. Love Saracens though.
Oh dear.
Thoughts on the Wallace and Gromit Christmas special, the most important event of last year?
Right. I didn't like it.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
Have you not?
No.
It's not as good as Wrong Trousers.
Yeah, I didn't really watch much TV over Christmas.
What's the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special? Everyone was raving about that. I didn't like it.
I don't know. I didn't really. I thought, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it was better than the Outnumbered Christmas special.
But I didn't watch that.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
What else did I watch over Christmas? Christmas TV is usually good. It wasn't that, but it wasn't this year.
Just don't think I watched anything, or at least I can't remember watching anything. No.
Ella goes, what do you expect for World Eaters at Easter time? Oh, they said World Easter, didn't they, in an article? I remember seeing that.
World Easter.
They need a whole other half of the range.
That's mad, isn't it? If you consider we're going from Emperor's Children straight to Chaos Knights, and then Corn Berserkers as well. Corn Berserkers, World Eaters as well.
Corn Berserkers.
I feel like my brain has just gone to pot today.
We've renamed World Eaters to the Corn Berserkers, aren't we?
Yeah, the Corn Berserkers.
100 of them.
All of them.
I don't know. World Eaters, I think, needs the rest of the range. Whether you get it or not, I don't know. It's it's a barometer for what you can expect from Emperor's Children over the next edition.
Yeah.
Because World Eaters don't get another whole set of miniatures.
I can't see them getting lots.
No.
I just can't.
Pour one out for Votan. They still exist somewhere.
Yeah, well, they'll probably be tail end of the year, if not. Excuse me, next year. Burp. That was like a burp yawn. I just went, burp.
Is World Eater older than Votan? They also need the second half of their range.
Votan
very
came
similar.
Out. Votan came out just before, didn't they?
I want to say they came out just before. World Eaters was the last book of 10th, if I remember rightly. Or was it Imperial Guard the last book?
Guard was the last book of 10th. That's
They
why.
were the last 2 books, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then Guard played it for, 6 weeks?
Yes. Yeah, that was it. And then they got index cards. Acadia stands with this book that nobody will use.
Oh, speaking of Acadia stands, have you seen that it's coming back in that Warhammer series?
In POG form.
In what?
POG form. It's a Simpsons quote. Sorry.
Yeah, it's coming back in a new series.
All right. What's it called?
Don't know. Acadia stands, I think. Or maybe it's just one episode. I don't know. But
Restands?
they're going.
What do you mean? I thought.
I don't know.
Was...
I just saw a teaser for it.
Help us chat.
I don't know what it's about. I saw a really funny. I can't remember who said it, but I think it might have been Lawrence at TT when we listened to one of their podcasts the other day. The current 40k narrative is just when a band gets bored. Black Crusade.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna blow up the planet.
Let's go do another one.
Acadia 2 Electric Boogaloo.
10 out of 10 would watch.
Would you though? It's Imperial Guard. We've put a lot of shade on Imperial Guard.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that Guard adaptation in media, I think is quite cool. I really liked him in what was it
Pariah
called?
Nexus.
Yeah, I did really like
Cool
that.
in that. They were also cool in Space Marine 2.
Yeah, mainly because they were absolute fodder.
Titus is just there like, oh, get them off my shoe.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. A ragtag bunch of units, and watching them compared to the size of a Lictor, I was like, yeah, I'd be scared. I'd be scared too. Yeah, I haven't played Space Marine 2 actually for ages.
I haven't played it since the Dark Angels patch.
I haven't even played that. Yeah, I got nothing. Don't know.
Truthfully, I haven't even completed all the operations.
Oh really?
Yeah, you kept playing it without me.
I played it once. I played it once.
You played the new Horrorfont one. You were like, oh, this is sick. I was like, cheers for the invite. Just like you were looting in your building day.
Oh, just cry more.
I will! You know me.
Besides, you need as much time as you can get to paint your Krieg Horde army.
Oh, bitch, behave. It ain't all arrived yet.
Yeah. Hasn't it all arrived? You've got 50 Kriegsmen and a Rogaldorn, you painted one, and you're like, I'll get it done.
What's hilarious is the Rogaldorn is going to be like a kit bash.
What, with all the Kriegsmen in it?
Kriegsmen in it. I'm going to make sandbags. I'm going to do things. Barbed wire all around it.
That's cool, though. Excited for
Just
that.
got to do it. In
Yeah,
2035.
That's often the main problem, isn't it?
Dave will probably have it.
I think you should have 2 Rogaldorns.
1 and 2 Leman Rust is the way I'm going first.
Unless you go 2 Leman Russ,
You know what?
2
No,
Rogaldorn,
you know,
and a Baneblade.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh.
Baneblade and 2 Rogaldorn flanking.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Book it.
Could you make a Krieg Command Rogaldorn?
You'd make a Baneblade though, wouldn't you, as a command tank?
Can you do that? I thought Leman Russes were traditionally the command
You
tanks.
can have a Rogaldorn commander now, I know in the new book.
Oh, can you?
Yep.
Oh, that'd be super cool then.
Yeah, tank commander's got expanded a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, because Dave will know.
I think that's what I'd do. I'd do two Leman Russ, 2 Rogaldorn, one of which is a commander, and then a Baneblade. Because then you've got 5 tanks, you've got those 3 siege artillery things.
But
you've
then
got
Krieg
2
aren't
blobs of
a
time.
heavy tank thing, they're all foot sluggers.
Yeah, but it's based on artillery, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Which you have-
more guns.
But you have 3 at the back, you've then got 2 big blobs of 20 Kriegsmen, and then you've got 10 Death Riders. I think that'd be fun.
I just feel sorry for the postman that has to deliver a Rogaldorn to the house.
It's not that,
It's boxes like that.
it's not that bad. The Baneblade's the worst one.
That's what I'm saying, the Banblade.
You just said
Sorry, I
Rogaldorn.
meant feel sorry for the postman that
I
has
was
to
like-
deliver the Rogaldorn. I did it again.
You-
the
what?
Baneblade.
What's going on?
Oh, I've been up all day.
Yeah, I've been up all day. Terrible. Right.
You're not Rogaldorn tank commanders are a thing now. See, I do get it right
Yeah.
sometimes.
That is quite cool.
Right, final projections for LVO, and then we will call time.
We will call time.
Last super chats of first super chats of 2025 or anything. left to go.
Yeah.
Hashtag Beggy.
Hashtag Beggy.
I think we'll see the covers of the Chaos Nightbook. I think they'll show off the stuff. I think what you'll get is the first, similar to what you have with Eldar and Krieg, what they'll show you first for 40k is here's Knights. And they'll go through everything else.
Knights.
They'll show you everything else, and then it'll be like, oh, one more thing, here's Lucius. Because that's what they did with the Eldar.
I don't know. I'm expecting a full, what do we call it, army set.
They're going to show the whole thing off.
I think they're going to.
It's not out to the summer.
No, it's before. If we got Lucius on Christmas Day, we're getting it before summer.
Nah, you're on smoke.
They're
That box cannot come out before summer. There's no time.
I think it will. I think it will come out before summer. We're not seeing Lucius in the second week of January, as well as Fulgrim at Christmas, for it not to come out within the first few months of the year.
Sod off with your ironclad logic.
Just saying, like, it's going to be a lot sooner than you expect.
Well, we don't know, but we can only theorise. I've theorised it's still summer.
It's not summer.
I need a break. I need 2 months either side.
Where are you factoring that break in with your huge Krieg and Eldar armies?
Oh, go away. Truthfully, I wanted, like, Krieg was like busy January. You had
busy January.
Busy January.
It's the 13th. You've painted one mini.
All I hear is negativity.
Reality.
Eldar, middle of March, late March is what I wanted. Followed by
That's already wrong.
Followed by Knights in the following month.
April.
Then Emperor's Children in summer.
I feel like we're getting all of these before April.
I hope not. That'd be ridiculous. There'd be nothing left.
I don't know. I think they're going all in this year. Because if you remember rightly, with 9th edition, they had like a few books to like slog out the last bit. But you had Arcs of Omen from September to May the following year.
Yeah, Arcs of Omen went on quite a while. I wonder if we redo Snickrot this time. Because it was shit.
I don't know. I think Snickrot's fine. It certainly looks better than the old one. It just doesn't look quite as scary.
That shit fucking Tau Commander they did.
I think we're done. I think we're done here. Speaking of, actually, I'm actually doing another Farsight.
Cool.
Sick.
Why?
Well, good
Why?
for you.
Nobody wanted one.
Okay.
Right.
You just hate
I'll just
Tau.
double check the chat before we go. Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for inspiring me to start a 40k army. What have you started before we go?
Let us know quickly.
Is it Krieg? Tell that to the world eaters, Jason.
I will. I'll tell everyone.
Emperor's Children, April at the latest, is from Matt. Nah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think even April's a bit of a stretch.
That's it for the chat.
Excellent. Cool.
So we are...
Yeah, Romeo done. Let us know in the comments on Sunday's video what you make of it. It will be our predictions for the following year.
Good choice.
Ah, Necrons is a cool one. Yeah, real nice. Sunday's video is all about predictions for the year, both the channel and the hobby. Obviously, it comes at a bit of a weird time because of LVO, but it is what it is. We can't win them all.
It is what it is.
Yeah, go and join that video on Sunday if you liked our top 5 minis for the last year. Let us know down below as well. That'd be great.
Mel Lily says, I missed a lot, but made it here. We're on our way out. Unfortunately.
So sorry.
You can go back and
rewind
watch it.
Rewind it. You'll nail it. But yeah, no, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, looking forward
to
it.
That's my favourite prediction of 2025. The prediction for 2025, the year Kieran learned self-control.
You, right?
I'm Kieran.
Yeah. That was more of a dig than anything else. I know who you are.
Dave played Bolt Action 3rd edition for the first time and it was amazing. Oh, we're losing him. We've ragged on Bolt Action before.
Well, to be fair, we did rag on Bolt Action and then you bought a guard army, so life comes at you fast. Sweet. Thank you so much for joining. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and a comment, of course. As you can see from the top left-hand corner of the screen, we do have plans to get to 25k this year.
Not going to happen.
Absolutely ridiculous. But the plan is there. The plan is there. The plan is in motion. Tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your nan, tell your nan's dog, and Doris from down the way. Help us grow the show. But yeah, thanks so much. Peace and love. See you never.